Hey guys, this week's Grandmaster is Ground Europa. It's pretty long, but since it's double drops, it's worth it. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the strats me and my team use to make this nightfall very easy. I'm going to be sharing a bit of information in each new room we enter. Starting off with the entrance, there are going to be a bunch of acolytes and 3 knights that shoot slower damage. These knights will kill you instantly. I like to follow the right side since there's only 1 knight and about 4 acolytes. That's all I have for this room, so I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. In this second room, there'll be 3 barrier knights and 1 mini-boss. The champions and mini-bosses all shoot solar, so watch out for them. My team likes to clear as many of the small adds as we can first. To take out the first batch of barriers, we had our defensive titan throw a bubble on them, and our offensive titan pick them out with the mint. After we kill both the champs, we will play a short game of wave defense until the mini-boss and 3rd barrier spawn. When they spawn, clear the room and take care of them afterwards. I'll see you guys in the 3rd room. This is a great example of how powerful the exotic glaive actually is that creates bubbles. I'm able to get the overshield from the helmet and stay extra safe with the healing from element as well as the overshield from the bubble.
doors opening now.
In the third room, there are 3 barriers and 1 unstoppable. To clear this room, we're going to take out 1 barrier, and then our Strength Titan will clear the rest of the room with their Super and Lament, while they're getting support from the other classes. While you may be inclined to shoot your tether in this room, you're going to want it for the next room. I'll see you guys then. In this room with the bridge, there's going to be 3 barriers and 3 unstoppables. If you have a tether, you're going to want to save it for the Death Stingers. We're going to take out this barrier with our Lament, or anything your team has to take them out. For the unstoppables, due to the power of the bubble, we like to just throw everybody down in the bubble and take out the unstops from the inside. The combination of Lament and the power of Strand Titan can take them out quite simply. For the second stage of this portion of the Nightfall, you're going to want either your Strand Titan Super or a Hunter Super. This is because you want to kill the Death Singer before it gets to the totem. For our run, the Death Singer spawned very close to the totem, so we started to panic a little bit. But we had our tether available, and I just popped my super when it came up. If you're able to take him out before he gets to the totem, it makes your life a lot easier because you won't get your abilities taken away from you and you won't have Shrieker spawn on you. For the rest of this room, we're going to have one unstoppable and one barrier until we can go through the doorway. We're just going to have the defensive Titan pop his bubble on the barrier, and we're going to go in with Lament and take it out. We will also use the Titan to take out the unstoppable with the grapple and a 1-2 punch melee. Be careful when you're walking up next to this door, because 2 barrier champions will spawn in randomly sometimes. This room is probably the biggest nightmare in the entire Nightfall. Just wait till you have your Strand Super, try to get as much damage done as you can, and then just play around your Tether and your Lament to take out the room as quickly as possible. I believe there are 2 barriers in here and a couple witches.
Protocol progressive. Security breach. Contact. protocol. Progressive.
Submine vault's locked down tight, but the maintenance shafts are just big enough to fit you and all that armor. Happy crawling.
I never knew there was a submine housed in Europa. Neither did the Vanguard's archives.
For this room, we ended up sending our whole team to the left side to get the laser beam, and then we used the second one that was up on top of the doorway to pop the door open.
It's more like a foundational AI framework they all use.
Keep in mind that your teammates that pick up the laser beam will be able to help clear ads, so make sure your ad clear builds don't pick up the laser beam.
One big shrieky eye.
Surprisingly, the boss room in this battleground isn't the worst part of the Nightfall. So we're just going to take it real slow and deal damage with our primaries, just to take it down. It'll take you a little bit longer to do it this way, but it is the guaranteed way to beat the boss, versus using all your resources and then dying to something later. Once you get the boss down to 3/4 HP and half HP, it will spawn a barrier. My team like to do was just have our Strand Super go take care of them. All you have to do is to spin the champion, and then you can take them out with the rest of your super. Once you get the boss to go down to about half HP, my team rotated all over to one side after we took out this barrier, so we would all be in about the same area in case someone died. We found that as long as you don't dunk a ball, you won't be getting too many more enemy spawns, but the second you dunk a ball, you will start getting enemy spawns. As you'll be able to see, once I dunk this ball, it will spawn the next set of ads. So as long as you dunk your balls one at a time, you shouldn't really ever get too overrun by ads. Just rinse and repeat until you have 5 balls in, and I'll get back to you then. Now that we have all 5 balls in, my team is going to split up a little bit, but we're all still going to be in the same proximity of each other. Our defensive Titan is going to stay up on top here where I am right now, and then I'm going to go underneath, and our Hunter is going to stay where he is right now over there in that corner. It's good to stay within the same proximity of each other, but you don't want to be too close so you don't all get wiped to the same ability. Since we dunked all 5 balls, it did spawn a Barrier Knight. We're just going to take that out with our Strand Titan once again. And then once we do that, we're going to be hiding in the bottom. so that we're not too close to the other Titan. From here on out, we're good to just start whittling the boss down with our primaries, or whatever ammo you have on you. Sadly, on the Strand Titan build that we're running, most of our utility is going to be from the beginning of the Nightfall until now, and we're just going to be relying on our teammates and what they brought along to whittle down the boss for us. Alright, now let's check out the loot that we got from this 30-minute run of the Nightfall. I got 3 Ascendant Shards, 3 Exotic Engrams, as well as 2 Adept Machine Guns. Alright, let's jump into the builds. Our Hunter was running Night Stalker. He was running the Vanishing Step with Gear Falcons build. His aspects are a bit off, but it's fine. He was using Arbalest with Commemoration and Gear Falcons. Looking at the Titan build, it did a little bit more heavy lifting. He has Vortex Grenades with Bastion and Offensive Bulwark, Echo of Instability, Echo of Leashing, and Undermining, so we get a little bit of weaken from his grenades. Something really important was the Glaive with all the bubbles you could put down and Helmet Save 14. Taking a real quick look at the build I was using, first of all I would suggest having 100 Resilience, no doubt. That's the only reason I was able to stay alive. But I'm going to have Syntheseps on, and we're going to be using Strand Titan with Grapple, because the Syntheseps will apply their damage to the Grapple with Into the Fray and Banner of War. This will make it so my sword and melee deal more damage, stacking up to 4 times, and it will also heal me. For the fragments, we're going to have Thread of Transmutation, so that we can create tangles when we get weapon kills, when we have a little mail, which is almost all the time. As well as Thread of Isolation. This is nice because the Strand Scout that we have on will sever enemies when I get multiple precision hits. Thread of Warding, so when I pick up an orb, it will grant me Woven Mail. And Thread of Fury, damaging targets with tangles grants back melee energy. I had a Scout Rifle on for the Unstoppables. I picked this specific Scout Rifle because it is Strand, and I wanted to be able to create those threads. It was a 1-2 punch shotgun to take out the champions, and obviously the Lament for the barriers. On my artifact, I have on Tectonic Tangles, Elemental Fury, Communal Pickups, Refreshing Pickups, and Elemental Munitions. The Monochromatic Maestro is nice. It does help my Scout Rifle do a little bit of extra damage. This is my mod setup, though it's not very important. The Solar Weapon Surge was nice, and I would run a Recuperation with a Solar Siphon. This will make it so when we get multi-kills with our sword, which is going to be happening fairly often, we will be getting 70 HP from each orb pickup.